Is this
Yeah.
a Facebook or this
It's
is a Facebook page?
it'll be Facebook and YouTube. YouTube's
Oh,
highest quality. He's there, so they're probably about ready to start. They're just probably practicing a couple racks and stuff.
yeah, Shane just sitting there. He's had an opportunity to get up and hit balls, and he hasn't done it. But he looks like he's ready to play. I'm pretty sure it's yeah. He just no, the cue's just sitting there. He's just sitting there. It's all right. You know,
All right.
did he just get done playing a match?
About an hour and 20 minutes ago, or
Yeah.
maybe something like that.
Well, that's kind of weird because he hits balls.
I think they're just practicing now, so they'll lag when they're ready to go.
No, I know, but Shane always practice. Always. Kind of weird not to see him practice.
All right, I'm gonna jump off here, get my other machine going. You're
All
all
right,
set.
go ahead.
We have started the streams. People start coming in. Appreciate it.
Okay, all right. Hey, everybody. We're down here watching a little pool with the International Open. My name's Troy Jones, and I've done some commentating for Mike before in the past, and he asked me if I could help him out tonight. So I figured I would. I kind of bribed him. I was hoping to get a commentate for a young kid that plays locally here sooner or later. Payne McBride. This is this is just such a great match here. Lechner has beat Shane. I don't, we don't have great stats, but I know I've seen him beat Shane, and I think he's beat him more than once. And I know Shane remembers one of the times I think was at the U.S. Open when Max was like on the hill at 10-1 or something like that, and Shane came back and tied it up, and then ended up losing Hill. I think that's who this was, but he shoots straight, plays great. He is every bit of an 813. Anything over 800, you can win any tournament, as far as I'm concerned, if you're over 800 in any one of these kind of tournaments. Somebody in the 700s right now, I wouldn't think, in Fargo, I wouldn't think that they would be able to do it right yet. And I can't believe Shane hasn't hit any balls. And he's going to wait till 9:30, I think. All the tournaments I've ever seen Shane at, he's hitting balls before a match.
Jesus, it feels like I'm trying to launch a Starship Enterprise in this place. I, I got Feder and Kachi, and I got my buddy zoomed in. So I got to work on another table for my desktop. And you guys, you're ready to start over here with Shane Van Boening.
I'm not on there yet. All right, here we go. Lechner wins the leg. I think that the lag is so hugely important. All right, Fred. We're here watching these two great players play.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm trying to get Billy Thorpe's game
All
up
right.
on my desktop. Did they just
All
start?
right. Yep. We just
All
broke
right.
the balls. Yes, sir. I don't know how many matches Shane's played today. He said he got done about an hour and a half ago. And I didn't see him hit any balls. Maybe he hit them before Max started. But he just sat there in his chair. I got a little saying for this shot. You know who likes shooting jacked up? Nobody. Doesn't mean they can't make it. But yeah. Yeah. I played some two-way action. That's really going to be tough. I that's one of them Z shots. I don't know how much the table bends to be able to tell you where they're going to need to hit on the rail. And they are not on a shot clock, so he went and looked at it without his cue. Nope, he's going to try to jump it. Apparently, he can see the inside left edge of the pocket. Maybe going to run down there and put a lot of right hand English and spin into it. Yeah, kind of like that. Now he's in a worse spot. So just by watching just for a couple seconds, you see that he shouldn't even shot that. He should have done something with the two ball because he had no chance to get on the two ball if he made it. It was so deep in the pocket. I'm about to play something in the background. I didn't even get to see what happened. All right, we're back in action.
Man, I thought I could do more than one zoom on one
Oh,
account, but you can't. That's crazy.
yeah, that's my fault. I'll just go back to bed and then you can do this one and you can have him do the other. I'm just kidding you. He hates shooting a ball soft. That's the reason he is having trouble getting down there on the ball. He does not want to shoot him soft. That side pocket was huge too. What's bad thing about watching these guys play is that they're in line a lot. But what the best part about it is these pockets are pretty snug. I think that they're two and a or four and a quarter. That'd be great if it was. they're not going to make very many mistakes at all. Except for that one. Actually, if he would have thought about it and went over there, he didn't want to get that close. He didn't want to be dead straight in on that anyway. I mean, it would not hurt it. He don't mind shooting balls in the side pocket as much, but these sides are pretty small. Yeah, I don't like shooting into a side pocket all the time. I know he practices it religiously. I know Shane wouldn't want to hear this, but you just figure, well, Max won the break, he broke and ran out. If that helps it slip through your mind a little faster, maybe a good way to think about it. Well, he about made the 9. I don't know if it counts. I would assume it would. But he made the important 1 ball, just didn't get a good shot on the 2. He's probably going to try to wedge him on the ball on the left-hand side of the rail. Nope, didn't get it there. That must be some kind of trap that I've never seen before. It might go by that 6 ball. No, he's laying down there like it goes. Maybe not. Well, that makes it a little easier. Can't tell where he's shooting at. No, he didn't have a pocket. I didn't know if he had a pocket for the 2 on the bottom right-hand corner. Most likely, if Shane does make this, he'll have a shot on the 3 ball because should run into the 8. Safe. This is a pickle. I am trying to figure out what would be something to do. I guess he can slow roll the 2, knock it to the bottom rail, and try to put the cue ball behind the 3. Pretty delicate, but that is about all I see. I guess he can hit a little fuller and go over there. So he'd hit more toward the right hand side of the 2 ball. But I would make sure just one of the speeds should be good enough for the other. And there's not a clock, so he's got plenty of time to think of it to come up with something. I'm not saying that's the right shot or it can be done, but for what I see, that's what I do. Wow. Wow. Okay. That was a 4 ball. But the 2 balls was buried. I wish I could see the balls a little better. 2 and a 4 look the same. Come on. Mm. This is not a fun shot. Just it's hard to shoot one of these things without thinking that the cue ball is just going to go and not leave you anything. And he just when he just with him being so close to the rail, he's not going to be able to like twist into the 4 ball. He might be trying some kind of safety, or I guess he's playing shape down at the other end. Yeah, there was not 1 ounce of that anybody wanted to shoot. Not saying did wrong thing, but that was very hard to get a shot. He's going to try kick and stick it. Send that ball 3 rails or 2 rails. He hit that, I'd say, pretty good. Way he walked away from the table is he might have gave him the 3 ball and be able to see it in the window. All right, very good shot. Shane's in, he can see the ball, which he most likely will probably kick at it. Because the only little part of that ball is not going to do him any good for anything. And he can't do anything but twisting that ball by just seeing the edge of it. So he's having to kick at it. It's just he had no choice. And he's giving him a shot. Maybe. He might be able to make that. My guess is if he is able to pocket it, the cue ball is going to be the big problem. Yeah. I don't know if he fouled or not. That's kind of what way Shane was looking. He's just going to weld him to the back of that 4 ball. He's wanting to make sure that he don't make the 3 or the 7. Good shot. Even got him on the backside. So he's going to have to be elevated to kick 2 or 3 rails, but you can't go 3. You have to go 2. If you go 3 rails when you're jacked up that much, it's hard to get that cue ball to go 3 rails and hit the ball and get to a rail. So it's pretty much a 2-rail kick. And it's not a very big ball. Doesn't have any rails near it. If you used to shoot a 4-railer, this is almost that path. It is 1-0. 1-0. Just got started. Max won the first game. He won the lag. He won the first game. Shane scratched after making the 7. Shane is looking like he should win this game. And I never say he's out. I never, ever, ever. So it's a jinx. You guys aren't old enough to understand what that is. One thing I like about this camera view, you get to see how they stand and how little they move or how much they move, except when they're shooting on this side. He's walking like, and he dropped his elbow a couple of times early. If you guys ever see him do it, I don't know why. I think he does it to try to get in stroke and get a gear going because that's how he plays the best. But this is alternate break. It's hard to get a gear going. Alternate break. I haven't had a chance to watch much. I think I was wanting to watch, besides watching Payne McBride, I wanted to watch Kachi break because he breaks this way harder than I think anybody. And I enjoy watching that. All right, 1-1. As soon as Mike gets his other things set up, he should be over here to be able to get it taken care of. 1-1. We could tell him put a quarter under a rail. Somebody can call one of them guys and let them know. Wow. One didn't go in the conventional place, but it sure went. It's pretty straight on this 2-ball. I mean, he can cheat the pocket a little bit, but getting from that 3-ball to 4 is a giant question. I would guess he's going to try to get an angle to go 3 rails or be on the left-hand side of the 4. Yeah, he's drawing it out there. Yeah. Trying to get real close. I don't think Shane's going to like this next turn. He's coming up here and shooting pretty quick. I mean, I understood what he was going to try to do, but he was just kind of mad that he hit that draw stroke so bad. Yeah, he wants to kick and stick it, but can't do it from going off the right rail without putting yourself in jeopardy of scratching behind that. So he's going to elect to jump it, I do believe. There is a bunch of balls down here at this other end. Try to get those balls down here on this other end where you have a good chance of getting behind something, especially if you get them to go 2 rails the opposite direction. If the 3 goes 2 rails toward the bottom right hand and the cue ball goes 2 rails to the other one. Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of what he tried to do, is like opposite sides. He got away with it. I don't even think they can get that rack off there. He's going to barely nick this 3. As long as he can get, I can't see exactly how close he is. It looks like he's further away than what I think. Then it can go 2 rails underneath the 4 would be awesome. But I don't think he can hit it. I don't know if he can hit it. I don't know how close he is to it. He's close enough to do it. Maybe. There is no shot clock. Nobody's going to call the police on you if you're a little bit slow. Try to be a little forceful for yourself to make you do it. Yeah, so he was a little bit away from it, so you had to hit it more. The 3-ball had to move more. And that was his big dilemma. And he just kind of shot it. Yeah. So he wasn't close enough to the 3-ball to really try to do that. I mean, if he would just hit it a smidgen less, but that wasn't a very big margin of error that he was trying. Yeah. I don't care. I think he shoots in the side better than anybody on earth. on pool table pockets, not those other kind of tables. Those English 8-ball and hay ball pockets. Is he just going to jerk it one rail? No, he's drawing it to a window. Hit it good. It might be too straight in. Now I think he can get the bottom rail, so he can't afford to be too thin on the 7 because he wouldn't be able to get shape on the 8. So as long as he's got some angle, just not very much angle. That's why he's trying to get a little bit straighter. That's perfect. All right, it's going to be 2-1 chain against Max Lechner, who I guarantee you has always is in Shane's mind because he's beat him. And I know he's beat him on more than one occasion. And that's just a lot to weigh on a guy like Shane that pretty much beats everybody who plays. He doesn't have too many people that has his number.
Oh, I'm about to have a stroke. I really am. I got some tea and cayenne pepper I'm going to put in it to relax myself because I'm flipping out. We got 3 tables going. I got a fight with like 10 people. I can't keep
Fight.
track of the score. What's the score here? I'm going to update it.
2-1 Shane.
All right.
Can I draw on it?
No,
I can't.
I could, but
Oh.
it'd be really wrong if I did it. I
I
pr-
saw that. I saw them buttons down there, and I go, "Hey, I can draw. I can draw."
if you
I
actually
live in a
remoted into my computer like you were controlling it, you could do that.
yeah, yeah. That's what we tried to do that one time.
I used to do that. 2-1 Shane. All right. I appreciate your time, Troy. You're a good dude, man.
Thanks. You're welcome. All right.
Have you swore once?
No.
Oh, that's great. All right, enjoy, guys.
Oh, it's a matter of time. No, I don't have anybody to banter with me, so I can't. It's not going to be so easy to get shape on that 6. I mean, yeah, he's got to be laying pretty good on a 5 to get on it. But I guess the 4 ball's close enough to it. I can't see the color of the balls. That was a big opportunity for Shane. He overdrew the cue ball. That's why the cue ball didn't go back into the stack. So he just barely overdrew it because it went back and forth like 2 or 3 rails. That'd be Shane's only saving grace in this track. Be my guess is if he gets a little crooked on the 5 somehow and doesn't get a good shot on the 6. I mean, but if he can see an edge of it, he can make it. All he has to do is avoid the 8, which I don't care how he does it. He has to avoid 8 anyway. After shooting this 6. Now, here's the big shot. I mean, it definitely goes on the side. It's one of the things that you can be a minuscule off either direction. Well, and he had to hit it that hard. He is definitely not got to come out right on it. Yeah. So he's going across the shape line. And he's shooting it into a thinner pocket from this angle like that. I mean, the shot probably is to roll up, shoot the 6 out, and stick him behind the 9. That's from here. I just don't even like playing shape on the 6 that way, unless he knew he could go to the bottom rail, but he can't. Yeah, he's just going to roll down and play safe. Oh. Well, here's the thing. He should have rolled down and just played safe. He tried to do a magic shot. We're not good enough to do magic shots all the time. He could have rolled down there, stuck him up, been in way better position. I had no clue that he hit it with that. Kicking this ball and putting it out in the middle of the open table is tough. It's tough to get safe on it. So I think he might just be bunting it down there by the 7 trying to. Nope, he went at it hard enough. Yep, and gave up a shot. Well, I mean, it looks like a good shot. You just got to go above the 8. Go 2 rails above it. Nope, he went under it. I did not like that. Yeah. That was a tough one. I mean, he changed the angle so much. I mean, there's 100 different ways he could have got shape from that. He just overdrew it a smidge. No, I'm not tired. I guess I am getting old. Oh, you mean Shane being tired? I get it. I mean, he shot it pretty quick, too. Weeble wobbled that one in. All right, it's deuces. Everybody's got somebody that's got your number. And I'm not saying he's got his number because he don't. But that thing just gets in the back of your mind. And sometimes that you're playing so good it doesn't even matter. And that's usually where Shane's at. But sometimes it just enters his head a lot easier. Or he could be tired. 2-2. I was curious, well, who's everybody watching that's watching somebody break real good? Are they? Is there somebody making a lot of, making balls and getting shots? Carlo Beato, I've seen him do it real well. Well, he didn't hit it. He got unlucky and made a ball. Yeah, this is a tough push out. You're better off pushing out a kick. Kick pushing the cue ball over to the side right hand side rail and then kicking it to one. He's going to give that up. Yeah, he's not going to give this up. He's going to go off left hand side, go 2 rails, and put it right under the 6. And try to hit the bottom rail underneath the 6. Well, he actually tried to go into the 6, and he did, and hooked him. Oh, he's hooked. And he broke out the 6. That was a little special. And he was trying that. Practice your billiards. Alex Olinger has them in Dayton. There's one down in Indianapolis. I'm sure I know they have them in Chicago. As for people near me. Michael's in Ohio, I think, has 1 or 2. He can see it. Wow. I mean, I don't think he can see to make it. I think he can just see the right side. Wow. That's a tough spot. Yeah. He's got to hit before the 1 that way. I mean, he could hit right at it, but he's trying to hit in front of it. I think that I don't like this side as much. But if he doesn't feel comfortable in kicking the other way and might not hit it, this might be the reason why he's kicking this way. With that speed, got him there. And Max is going to put him behind the 6. He hit it good. But Shane's jumping it. Not even a question. I'm sure with these cues, they can put high English and low English on it. And I know that he'll hit high English. Because it doesn't do him good if you just make it and stop down there. Anything's better than giving that ball in hand. This is a little sketchy coming down the table. If he can draw it to the right hand side rail below the 8, that'd be awesome. That was a great shot. But 5 doesn't go anywhere. Goes into the just a few different pockets. Doesn't go on the easier side of the table. And he's kind of straight on this. He might be, he got to draw it. It's dead straight. He's going to go 2 rails and actually try to hit the 3rd rail, be underneath the 5 to shoot it up in one of the corners. Just maybe just a smidge of right, maybe just a smidge. Mostly just high. And he didn't get there, or did he? He actually might have got there. Man, they're in a pickle. He's got to move those balls. I mean, I'm pretty sure he can make it. Just one of them balls you have to lay down and shoot. Yeah, it definitely goes. Aiming it up. Wow. Yeah. I like the fact that he shot it hard. But I would never have thought in a million years that he'd be stuck in that little 6 inches over there on that side rail. Because if it was over just a couple inches, I think it's obvious he overhit it, but it's hard to judge going more than 3 rails on these bar table. I mean, on these tables, on this how they react. Not that good. Shane's got a choice. He's going to cut it in. I mean, he could thin it and go 2 rails underneath the 7, and he's got, or not thin it, he actually hit it a little bit more and go down there below that. It just where he wants his path for the cue ball. Because he doesn't want to hit the 7, and he don't want to hit the 8, and he don't want to hit the 9. Anything can get him in trouble. Great shot. My video is checking it. All right. 3-2 Shane. Shane gets a chance to redeem himself on this break. Last time he broke, he scratched. He overdrew it. When Lechner broke, he let up on it, and his cue ball went forward. So they're definitely not dialed in on their break yet. But maybe sometimes this is a little too early for their break to be working perfect. They need to be really focusing on making that one.
All right, guys. We're in a busy pool room. We've got some great improvements in the industry here. You can now get an entire month for a free trial of Let's Get Streaming TV service. You heard me. It's a fantastic deal. You can't turn down. We'll help you configure it, and you will have an entire month. Hit up TvMike, and we'll get back to you and get you going. The best apps, the best tech support, the best service you can get in this industry. I promise you, you won't regret it. Get our deluxe package for $44.97 a month. Cut the cord, cut the box, go mobile, and let's get streaming. Hit me up. Thank
All right. He came back and hit the 9. That was the important part. He just want to try to hit the 9 on the middle of the top side of it. He just happened to hit the underneath side of it. But that's how they make the 9 in both the side pockets. It'll bank it cross-eyed or it'll go straight to the side. Yeah, he has to shoot this. He's just making sure, trying to think about it. I think he was like he's going to play safe. I don't know if he can put enough English or right hand English on this thing to get the cue ball under the 8 or over there near that. Yeah, that was. I dare to say that that shot was probably just about as tough as shooting it straight in the hole. And there's no law that says he has to shoot this. He can put the cue ball underneath the 6, bank the 1 up by the 3. Or he could just whack it in. Because that's what it looks like he's doing. He is whacking. Yeah. What a shot. That was a great shot. No, so that's the 4. I thought the 2 was where the 4 is. I'm sorry. I can't see these things. I'm old. Yeah. Yep. That was a lot tougher than what it looked. He didn't want to come up the right hand side because he didn't want to have to back cut the 5. So he put all that inside English. Well, that's going to kill that cue ball when it hits that bottom rail. So that means you got to hit it extra hard. And that wasn't an extra easy shot to do that. So that's why it's harder to play shaped like that. That's why it came a little shorter, because it just kills. But he's plenty tall enough to do this somehow. I can say this about these tables. These pockets are pretty stinking tough. And you can see these guys going over there and aiming the ball more than what they usually do. Good shot. You got good true rail wrap. You got a good shot on that 7. You can draw it a little bit so you don't put the corner pocket in play. You don't want to hit the 9 anyway. He's got to draw it just a little bit. He's going to shoot the 9 in the right hand side pocket because that's where he likes to shoot all his balls. He does it better than anybody, though. All right. We have a lead. 4 games to 2. And we're on break. Did anybody else go get a Thin Mint cookie? Don't you guys wish we had some stats? Like, how many times that these guys have played everybody in the last 15, 20 years? Could you imagine? How big would pool be if we had stats on all that? Might never be too late. Like, how many times you played a certain opponent and what the score was. Then just say how many jump shots they did, how many times they played safe. This game would be different. Has anybody got the torpedo score? I'd like to find out how Billy's doing.
Hey guys, it's TvMike. I've got a really special support raffle going.
Oh my
It's actually
gosh,
been
did he
going for
do
a
that?
while, but I figured since I'm doing all this great content here that I'd probably get some more support. It's $2,000 choice raffle. It's about 80% of these cues that you see you could pick from, or you can trade up with the value. So it's a 100 spot tip board, 1 for $20, 3 for $55, and 6 for $100. I have the tip board here. I can just put your name on the spots. You can use a Venmo, you can use a PayPal, and you can also use a Zelle, which I will show you the QR code so it goes straight to my Zelle. Thanks for the support. Just scan this. At any time, it'll connect to my Zelle. I don't have Cash App anymore. But thanks for the support. Enjoy the show.
All right. Apparently we missed a break. It was Max's break, so looks like he made the one, played safe on the two. Safe on the two. He's hoping that if he does miss it, that the two will stay on that end of the table and the cue ball come down here and get amongst all this. Oh. Played safe the tricky way. He's jumping this. Just because I think the kick is too tough. Watch out that bottom left-hand corner pocket if he's trying to bank it. He might be able to make this in the side. He might even be able to make the two off the five in the side. I can't see how much of it he can see. Or he can just nick the two ball to the right hand side rail and go all the way up and try to hook him with a five ball. Oh, he's looking at the two off five. That safety's pretty hard. You know, he could maybe act like he's banking it now. Yeah. No rest for the weary. He's firing. Yep. If he has to jump it, he definitely shouldn't be doing it. But if he can lay down and shoot it, that's not even a bad shot. Yep. Good shot. Just didn't know how to play shape that good. He's close enough to it, but he can make it. But here's one of them 3-rail cue balls. Back and forth, 3 rails. He went. It's hit a little pretty good. Good shot. I think if you're left with the opportunity to either go like he went there, he just was on go, and he didn't have a choice. His safety was probably 40%, and the shot was 60. Get up there and shoot with confidence and whack it in like he did. And he's taking a chance for something else to go, and something else did go. There's things happen when you're playing slop. Sometimes it's a factor in there that people don't think about. Sometimes you have to shoot. And just for him hitting it that hard like that, let's say if he didn't make it, he's got a decent shot to leave them nothing. You don't have to leave them a straight in. So you factor all that in there, and it almost forces you to shoot when you're left in that kind of pickle because he didn't have anything to do.
Shane Van Boening looking for revenge on his buddy Skyler.
He drew it. He's looking for revenge.
Yeah, because Max whooped on Skyler.
Well, Max whoops on a lot of people.
It was like 10-3.
Well, I mean that this guy plays. He's not playing that kind of a match right here. Neither one of them are. I mean, that's Shane's second scratch. He's overdrawn it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of watched it. You know, I'm busy doing 3 things at once, but
I know.
people were like, Skyler needs to stick to the bar table. I was like, man, that's harsh.
Oh my gosh, they don't.
I was like, that's brutal.
They don't have a clue.
Billy's up 6-5 on his opponent, Moritz Newhausen.
Billy is? Okay,
yep.
Yeah, I was curious. That's what I was wondering.
He's up 1 game on him right now.
Yeah.
And Federer's ruining Kachi right now. We got like 300-400 viewers on that channel too.
Really?
Yep.
Well, Max has got a little outline. He's got to do some bouncing on the rails. Yeah. Yeah, you can't just lay down there and whack that one in, pal. He's got to go and wipe his hands off. Because this is not a fun shot to shoot. I'd much rather my opponent shoot this. Well, maybe not. Just got to lay down there and don't move. Good shot. Guess what? He's straight in. He's having a great day. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have an angle. Well, he's got an angle to go somewhere. Well, he's drawing it. Yeah. It's fine. What's a good thing for him is it gets let out of stroke a little bit. Wasn't afraid of it. Bad thing. That's a bad thing for Shane. You don't ever want to see your opponent have a freewheeling stroke. Not that good. Did not get to a rail. That's what people in my Fargo rating does. They roll that up and they get stuck on the rail and then they have to do some magic shot. He's got his choice. He can draw it back or he can punch it. Hit it good. Max has a chance to get to 5-4. Just needs to break and run out. Which we haven't seen yet. I can't update the score. All right, here we go. No, I said it can be 5-4. The opportunity is for him to break and run out to make it 5-4, which is absolutely not going to happen. So when it's 5-4, that's a lot more heat on Shane. So this gives Shane a lot of relief knowing that he's not going to get up there and break and run out on him to get it to 5-4. It is 5-3. I'm sure Mike will change it when he gets to it. And I got somebody on here, Paul Moss, being nice enough to put it out there for everybody too. Yeah. I don't know if he thought about what he was wanting to do when he pushed it over there. This is pretty delicate. Yeah, I guess he's going to try to play around that 4 ball. Get the 2 on the other side. Well, it's pretty good. He's going to get another shot. May not like it, but he's going to get another shot. Got him pretty good there. This is going to have some speed on it. Oh, he's jumping it. I thought he would kick 2 rails at it. I don't know what can happen here. Hard to control that. Shane can make this and hold for shape. As long as he ends up on the just above the side pocket on the left-hand side, he'll have a shot on the 4. Or is that the 3 in the middle of the table? I can't see it. If it's the 3 or the 4, it don't matter. He can get a shot on either one. Wow. The dreaded jacked up. Yeah. Hard to do a bunch of things. Shane just has a habit of hitting him too hard, which is absolutely better than he never shoots them too soft. But you can watch everybody else shoots them too soft. He'll recover a lot easier hitting them too hard than anybody else. And he scratched. Huge chance get within a game. Shane will get the break though. Just doesn't want straight in on the 8 ball. Little weak. Good shot. All right. 5-4. Big, huge game here. You want to, if you got a 2-game lead, you want to try to keep it as good as possible. And then I think he's going to take a little bit more time on the break. I think he's going to try to hit it in the right spot more than hitting it hard. 5-4. I think. I don't know. He might get up there and line it up dead straight and hit it as hard as he can. You don't know what's going through somebody's mind when the break's not working good for him. He's used to the break working good for him. So he's going to do what it takes to make a ball. And no shot. Made a ball. Wish he would have made the one, he said. And a great shot on it, too. He's going to have to push out. He's going to push out where you can see the left-hand edge of the one. Nope. Or did he get it where he could hit the bottom rail and spin into it and knock the one down this end of the table? Might have done that. I can't tell. But if he's shooting at that one ball from right there, that's a kiss. Or really, really close to a kiss. Very good. 2.5 rail speed for shape. 2.5 rails. That one ball went 2.5 rails. That's why it's in the middle of the table. So that's the half. It's kind of, it's where you want them all to end up if you had a choice. Wow. Hit it good. I mean, I think he's got a good chance to hit. He's not going to stick it, but hit it and at least stop the cue ball from going so much. Just trying to get behind a 7 or 8. Oh, he hit it way too thin. That or he's a genius and got dead perfect. That could have been the shot too. Well, if that was what he's trying, kudos to him. Great shot. He's going to go 2 rails and I don't know. I would think that he'd go on the rail where he was just at. 2 rails, hit right in front of the side pocket. Yeah. What a shot. What a shot. Yeah. I think he'd rather play safe here. Bad thing is it's hard to make sure he's hooked. He's thinking about the cue ball going down that end of the table, which that may not be the shot. It might be the 2 ball down to that end. Just hard to get the cue ball underneath anything that way. Good shot. Yeah. He's going to kick 2 rails at it. Try to knock it up there past the 6 ball. Be my guess he's going to hit it with that good speed that the 2 ball would be on the rails, speed on the other end of the table. That's what he's thinking about, that speed. He needs to make sure he gets under it. Well, he gave up a shot. Pretty thin one. I don't think it goes in a corner. Wait a second. It goes in a corner. Almost a stop shot. You gotta be thankful when you get a shot after someone makes a good hit. These guys kick at such good speeds that they just try to control where that object ball's going to. Four ball's on our right hand side of the pocket, which he would rather be over where the 9 is. So that's why he drew it. And then he tied up the 7. I mean, it goes. But because it was on that side of the pocket, he has to hit it hard. And he didn't want to have to hit it hard. That's why he got that the sink, so he could just bounce it off the rail, come straight at his shape. But he wanted to make what happens when you run into balls. Bad things happen more often than not. Now Dave Matlock may tell people different. Yeah, this is so. Because you want to make it an easy way to get on the 7. I'll be honest with you, he's just gonna bake the 7 3 rails out, just roll him underneath the 9. He'll probably point on the table where he needs to be. That's pretty thin there. So he's got to draw it back to be on that line that he was just on. Yeah. If he draws it back too far, which he's a world champion, so shouldn't have as much problem. He's definitely got where he wanted. Yeah, he's batting around. Good shot. I think you're just better off just doing it and don't even think about trying to play shape. All that looking he was doing was just to get that angle so he could play safe on it. I don't see it too real. So he's got to go one rail at it. And that might be the way. Off this bottom rail. He would like the 7 on the side rail. At least where he doesn't have a shot. He might play safe. He'll get a better shot, you'd hope. So if he can just hit it and just imagine banking it off that bottom rail about a foot. Oh, he went at it hard and made it. Wow. That's way too good. Yeah. That's what he was trying. That's crazy. Which it seemed that he hit it hard enough. That's what he was trying. And Shane got short. He got way short. We gotta hit this one. Yeah. With inside English and went 3 rails to get a bad shake. You see, Ethel? I'm not the only one that can screw up with 3 balls to go, ball in hand. He got short on that ball, and it put a big bind on what he had to do. It's 1 ball away from being 5-5. And Shane's going to be a little perturbed. Breaking and running out and breaking and winning this game for Max are huge.
All right, guys.
Because
we're in a busy pool room. We've got some great improvements in the industry here. You can now get an entire month for a free trial of Let's Get Streaming TV service. You heard me. It's a fantastic deal. You can't turn down. We'll help you configure it, and you will have an entire month. Hit up TvMike, and we'll get back to you and get you going. The best apps, the best tech support, the best service you can get in this industry. I promise you, you won't regret it. Get our deluxe package for $44.97 a month. Cut the cord, cut the box, go mobile, and let's get streaming. Hit me up. Thank you.
Yes, it is 5-5. Oof. Come up dry. You know, with that 2 ball there, he's shooting at this, not even thinking about it. With it being so close to where that cue ball is going to crash in that 7, double kiss and something crazy is going to happen. Don't really know. But he's supposed to shoot this. Yeah. Best part about that was the cue ball wasn't going anywhere, but it was a 2-part shot, and 2-part shots are real tough to execute all the time. 2 ways and 2 parts are different. 2-way, if you make it, you're in good shape. If you miss it, you're in good shape. And that you have to make it, and you have to hit that ball. Off to the races. I think he's just going to draw all this. He's not going to go forward. Draw 1 rail out. This is a good chance to let your stroke out. Now the 7's not in the easiest spots. At least he has to play shape. I mean, he could shoot it up in the corner, but that's still not an easy shot. So, I mean, I've seen some people, maybe not now anymore, is they'll come across and they'll threaten with maybe nicking that 7. I mean, if it doesn't hit it, it doesn't hit it, but they're eking it up there. Nope, didn't do it. How does everybody like doing it? Do you want to go forward or you want to draw it 3 rails? I think I'm drawing at 3 rails. You know why I say 3 rails is because it's very important that you get to that 3rd rail on this shot. Because you don't want to end up short. You can be okay a little bit long, but you can't be short. Three rails. This is not the easiest of shots. Because you can't just tap it in like Happy Gilmore. It's not that kind of a shot. He's going to have to spin it. Spin down. Make sure he makes it. Yep, just like that. Can't just tap the ball in and you're not going to be making any of them. That's why he did what he did. Good shot. 6-5. I get to see one game that I'm not talking about. It's Lee Van and Robbie Capito. And Lee Van's up 6-5, but has a very, very difficult shot. Shane needs to stop the bleeding. Is that 5-2? I think 5-3, maybe 5-3. He took a little speed off that one. Made a ball. He learned something there, boys and girls. The only time it's fun to get commentate on anybody is if they're making mistakes. And they've made their share of mistakes. But that's these tables make it tough. And this is just kind of out that Shane needed to maybe put a little stamp on it for him. You know, kind of didn't like this way just because of the 8-ball. I know that sounds weird, but he has to hit higher than the 8, and then that means further away from the 6. Oh, he elected to stay under. Ooh. He does not want to shoot it in the bottom left-hand corner pocket. He's doing it. There's no way I'd want to do it. He's going to hit this with some speed. Watch outside pocket point. Nope. It's like his arm let up right there. He can be tired. Max is whacking this in, going 3 rails for shape. And he's on the 50-yard line. He has his choice. He can shoot it on the left-hand side or he can shoot in the corner. I'm just going to tell you, he's going to shoot in the corner. Doesn't have a choice. What do you guys think about when you're shooting this? Do you think about how thick you're hitting it and how much draw you're getting on it? He's going across the table, I think. Nope. I'm not saying these are unmakeable, but I would have thought he would have want to been on one side or the other better. Seven to 5. That was important. At least win the game, trying to win the game, that was a very big thing. But now that makes it a letdown for him that he didn't get out of what he thought was an open rack. If you're a Shane fan, you need a dry break or scratch. If you're a Max Lechner fan, if he makes a ball, Shane's in trouble. But he didn't make a ball. Came up dry and left him a shot. Now this is one of them 2-part shots. So he's got to shoot the 1 in and crash the 6, and he's got to do all that while jacked up over the 8. Congratulations. And the 5 ball is hindering the pocket a little bit. So this is not easy. So remember I was telling you about 2 parts. This is 3 parts. Yeah. Or is that the 4? If that's a 4 ball, Shane's in trouble. Because I think the 2 balls by a 7. I'm sorry, I can't see this. That could be trouble. The rail first is probably the shot. Yeah. The 4 ball is hindered now that we know where the 2 is, or at least I do. 4 ball is definitely hindered in there. He can't be out in the middle of the table and try to cut that in. It's not even worth it. If you're daring, you get over there and you hook yourself a little bit on it. So you're straight up and down from it. And you can go rail first. It's just better to go into it thinking about that. Or is he thinking about going and running into that now? If the 8 wasn't there, because if you run into it and the cue ball doesn't go nowhere, the 3 don't go past the 8. So that's just a choice he's got to make. And he's doing it. Oh. Let it go. And go 2 rails per shape and try to get a shot on that 6 on the side. We'd like to be off the rail a ton and dead straight in for a stop shot. And then that would leave him the good angle to shoot the 8 in the upper left and hit the bottom rail, come down for the 9. Stay off rail and stay straight. Right there. I wouldn't try to manipulate it too much. I think just stopping it and playing high English. It looks like the good spot. with a little bit of right. Well, try to get straight in. Now he's got his draws ball.
What's going on over here, man? I heard some things.
Like what?
Like Shane missed an easy run out or something.
No, well, I mean, he's obviously something.
Oh, he's getting run back over now. He was running over him for a minute.
Yeah, well, they was never running over anybody. There's been one break and run out this whole match.
9-5.
Huh? No, right now 7-5
I think it's 8-5.
or 8-5. Yeah, 8. Is it 8?
I'm looking at Digital Pool. Digital Pool says
Here I got it.
8-5.
Yeah, it's 8. It's 8-5.
If they're updating it. I mean, that's the
Yeah.
trick. It's up to them. They have to update it.
Yeah.
Well, Billy fell apart.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's 8-7. So, I mean, he was one game up, then they tied it up. I mean, all these games are going to be really close because alternate break.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Well,
being up
this
8-7
right
in a
here,
race to 10. I mean, that's tough.
yeah, this break right here will determine a lot because Shane, obviously, if he doesn't break good, feel like he's got a chance to run out, his superpowers will go away. I can promise you if he comes right here.
Superpowers, right?
Well, that's what everybody does, Making balls in a break is how you get superpowers.
Oh, man, it's tied up. I mean, he made a ball, but
yeah, he's gonna. There's a couple things. If he just stopped it and then shot the 3 into the 7, and froze him on the top side of that 8, that'd be the best shot. And he's going to draw under it and then try to do something. I don't think he's going to try to shoot that 3 in the corner, is he? Yes, he is. I think he can just shoot it and stop the cue ball right there. But he's going. He's on tilt. He's going for it. Made it. Yeah. It was a big, important thing for him to feel like he's got to run out to be able to stay in this match, knowing that there's not been very many of them. I'm going to go 2 rails. Try to get dead straight on this 6 ball. Yeah. He is, yeah, not been the best tournament for him, I'd guess. Yeah. That was pretty thin to do that. And I don't think he wants to just whack this in and cue ball go back and forth. That 8 ball's huge. I mean, most likely he'll at least see the 7 if he hits the 8. I mean, he can play it safe, put the 6 in the middle of the bottom rail, just you can't put the cue ball at the other end. So he's just whacking it in. And he's a little hampered over the 8 ball, too. Yep. Remember 2 things? Anytime you're jacked up, it's going to put an element in there. Big shot for him. Oh, he banked it. Played safe. 2.5 rail thing. Well, I don't know if he can see enough of that 6 to put him on opposite sides of the table and put the 9 in between. He hit it good. Couldn't have hit it much better, actually. Well, you don't want to scratch. You can kick one rail, try to make it, and do all that stuff. He's got to go down there and think if he's going to scratch on it. So if you're hitting it dead solid from that angle, or if you have to spin into it, yeah, he's trying to make it. And he's not going to kick this soft. He ain't going to blast it. And he kicked it with some good speed. Left him a shot. Now, after the balls that he's missed, you walk up to this table, feels like those pockets are a 1/2 inch big. 1/2 inch. That's all they are. 1/2 inch wide. You got to jam that 2 1/4 ball right through it. Made a few errors and it weighs heavy on you. Swish. What champions do. They step up when it's time. All right. 8-6. It's Max's break. Eight six is plenty enough heat to put on Max, make him make an error. I do like how they rack the balls. I love it. I think it's great that it changes every time. There's a lot more moving. So it's not people just up there breaking and running tons of racks. I enjoy it. I like the playing safe and because nobody runs out. They think they do, but they don't. So they got to learn how to move. And you got to learn how to move in this. If you can't kick or play safe, you're in trouble. And got a shot. All right, Shane, here's your chance. Make this 8-7, and you have a chance to break and run out. Make it 8-8, then a ton of heat on him. He's afraid he's going to hit that 5 a little bit. He's just going into it. Now this is going to be tough. He might have to shoot that 4-8 combo because he's got to draw this just past the halfway point table, midpoint. An echo. I say Lechner. I'm from Indiana. Yeah, this is tough. Yeah, he's going to have to shoot the combination. He had to get that cue ball past the middle of the table to be able to drop below the 4, or at least run into the 4, one way or the other. And he should be able to get in a good spot. Now it's a good distance off the rail. So it's almost, as long as you're going rail first, you don't go too far rail first, you should be good. That's what he's looking at. He's definitely going rail first. You know, hit too far in front of it. I mean, I think he's supposed to shoot at it if he can reach it good. If he can't, he shouldn't even mess with it. He's getting locked in, so he's shooting at his hole. He can reach it good. You just got to take some speed off that cue ball. Yeah. Well, he's going to get the bridge out. He's going to thin that 5 and go try to go 2 rails underneath the 9, maybe. Yeah, and or he's left-handed, and he can do it left-handed. Well, from the looks of it, he's going to try to be comfortable and he's going to go 2 rails underneath the 7. Or actually, he's going to go 3 rails. That way, at least he's got some margin of error. That was his choice. He went underneath the 9 the first way. Didn't get there. That's plenty good enough for this stuff, for this shot, anyway. Well, he can go across it. High left-hand English. Hopefully the cue ball would hit the 6 and stick over there, and 5 ball bank it down to this end rail, probably on the left-hand side of the 9. Or he could just use high English and then run into the 6 on purpose. And you're just banking the 5 to this end rail. I think that's about the only shot. You know, of course, I should be wrong. Yeah. No matter what he's got, it's going to be tough. I think trying to, number one, banking the 5 down to the bottom rail. Or he can just put it on the side rail and go 2 rails behind the 7. And then you have to shoot a combination if it leaks out. I don't know if he got him from the right-hand side of the 5 ball or not. I don't think he did. I think he can make it. It was a tough shot. Pretty much if he lays this down, he's pretty much going to get to 9 games. He's over there aiming it like it goes in a corner and not in the side. And not, yeah, he's going to shoot in the right-hand corner. Apparently, you can't see the other pocket. So he's back cutting this. I don't know how to hit it. Preference. I don't know what you want to do. Some people want to put low right on it, come up to the other side of the 9. Some people will spin 2 rails with left-hand English and go the bottom rail. You don't want to run into the 9 the other direction. That's why you went that way. Because you can run into the 9 and scratch in the side pocket, or you can run into 9 and think about anything bad that could happen. You could push the 9 to the side rail and don't have a shot. That's why he shot that way. He stayed away from the 9 ball. All right, 9-6. Shane has no choice. Do we have any other scores in? Leave in, getting on the hill against Robbie Capito. That's my score that I can do. That's it. All right, see what he can do. Well, he has no shot on the two. I mean, he can see the two, but I don't think it goes. If he can shoot the two by the five and stop the cue ball there and hope that the two will run into the nine. Nope, he's coming down table. He's there. I don't think he can see it. Well, he's able to see it. Didn't move it very far. Shane can make it. Shane can actually draw back up into the three. Or he could spin, get on the other side, and stick him to the nine. But I think he just came to his conclusion that if he hits the nine, then he'll most likely hit the eight, and then he'll still have a shot on the three. And he's going after the nine. Oh, he hit the 3-2. Yeah, this is all right. Just playing shape. It's going to be a little sketchy. That 9 ball there. And he hit it. Hit that. Wow. Got away with it. That's scary. Running into balls. And yeah, I wasn't going to say it. Shane shoots to the side pockets a lot. He could have bounced straight up off that rail, shot the 5 in the corner, and held his angle. Yeah, I think he was kind of on tilt a little while ago. Might be tired. Never know. Might not be feeling good. just may not be feeling it today. I think he's thinking about laying down there and just putting it in a hole and hoping the cue ball don't scratch. That's what he just looked at. See, he's going to do it. Because you know he's going to put a good stroke on it. He may not even get a good shot on the 6. Might have to play safe. It's a tough spot. I think he's better off just banking it down over on the other side of the 8 and leaving the cue ball up there behind the 7. So you got the 7 and 8 get behind. But I'm not. Max Lechner can just whack balls in from everywhere. Good shot. He was put to the test. Here it is again. Yeah, you're going to end up thin. Federer beat Kachi, so Ekman Kachi's out. I think Cledio's still playing, his brother. So the winner of this match plays better, I think. Looks pretty good from here. Did it good. A little angle. Just going to punch draw it a little bit. Punch it to the rail and draw it out. Low left. Very good. Yeah, I was wondering if he's going to go over and look at it. If you're going to hesitate twice, you need to go over there and look at your spot. All right, great shooting. Thanks for having me. And I might be back tomorrow night.
I seen it. I seen it. I told everyone on the other stream. I said, "Hey, everyone wish for a jinx."
Why?
So Max would miss the 9 ball.
Oh, he wouldn't. No, I don't think. I think it was over with before that 9 ball was shot. Shane just wasn't there.
Okay.
Yep. Neither one. They didn't. If there's IQ stats score, it wasn't. It was B 600s, maybe 700s. maybe. They both made mistakes, safety and stuff, but hey, they're human. That's what everybody needs to learn from that, is they're human.
Barely.
Yeah. All right. Well, message me if there's something comes up.
I mean, I think it's like probably 9:30 or 10 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah,
Something like that.
I have to take my girlfriend to the doctor,
What time would
and
you
I
be
will find out
available, I
what time.
think?
I'll find out after I talk to her. And I'll
Okay.
send you here in just a few minutes.
Yeah. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Troy Jones. Thanks a lot for your help, buddy.
All right, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Hope
Awesome,
you
man.
guys enjoyed it.
Yeah. I did. You
All
had
right.
700 to 800 viewers, man. Thanks.
How many?
800.
700 or 800. Well, that's pretty good. Oh, really?
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah. So you'll be that guy to be like, okay, it's $1 per viewer.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That would be sweet if you could do that, wouldn't it?
Yeah. We'll see. This guy's supposed to buy a cue if he buys a cue, and we'll see. I'll do some tips or something.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
Well,
Yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right. Bye.
Yep. Good night.
See you guys later.
And it says add to favorite. Once you add it to a favorite, it's in
All
the
right, so
section over here, then you don't have to look
I
for
can
it. All right, guys,
move
this
this
is TvMike. I'm
camera
cutting a new
briefly for you
promo from
guys.
my living room. It's not very high tech,
This is
TvMike, but it does get the job
A couple
done.
things going on.
So
still.
this is a demo of our sponsor's TV
I'll just
streaming
switch that
service,
camera.
which you can check out on your Android box, 4K Fire Stick, your phone, or any other Android platform where you can install an application. And I do have a list of them that you can check out. I recommend the 4K Fire Stick. With Ethernet, actually, is the #1 choice. But let's get into it here. We have over 5,000 links that are optional. Up here, you can go through them and find them yourself. Here is some of the basic networks. I'm going to scroll through here. This is basically your extended cable channels. There's a lot of stuff thrown in here extra as well. I'm not going to play anything directly because it just takes too much time. So I'm going to try to cut this video down to 2 minutes. We go over here to US locals. These are your affiliates and statewide news and stuff like that. Your extended cable list is very impressive. I can't say we have everything, but there's about 600 options in there for you to look at. We have the Canadian networks. We have the UK networks. You can watch Billiards under Sky Sports. These are your pretty often. Here's our movie section, news and stuff like that, where you can watch a lot of premium movie channels listed on the left. I can't say we have everything. There's as many as you probably want to get your hands on. This section right here, not available in the trial, but is available for the full license. It is the fights and wrestling and boxing and UFC, stuff like that. We got all our major sports networks packages: football, baseball, basketball, as many as you probably want to get your hands on. All that kind of stuff. We have international channels. Check out the Latino section. Check out the Filipino section. There's an Indian section. There's probably pool on certain places. You got special networks for the DAZN events. All our major sports. We got Canadian network. We got a favorite section, which I'll teach you how to use by just going into any channel, clicking on it, hold down the button, and it says add to favorite. Once you add it to a favorite, it's in this section over here, then you don't have to look for it anymore. Alright, so we're getting up on 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This is TvMike. Check out our sponsors. We got a streaming TV service. We also have a VOD add-on, stands for Video On Demand. But I'm not even going to get into this here. It will be provided as a trial. Hit us up, send a message, check it out. It's today. In this section over here, then you don't have to look for it anymore. All right, so we're getting up on 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This is TvMike. Check out our sponsors. Streaming TV service. We also have a VOD add-on, stands for Video On Demand, but I'm not even going to get into this here. It will be provided as a trial. Hit us up, send a message, check it out today. Alright guys, this is TvMike. I'm cutting a new promo from my living room. It's not very high tech, but it does get the job done. Oh boy, I seen this one at the shop when I was there a few months ago, and it wasn't done yet, and I said, hey, this is gonna look really cool when I get it. Oh my god, look at this thing. This is more than I even expected, really. I seen it when it was, the core was being worked on. This is super, super awesome. Lots of turquoise. You can see this has got a dot in the middle. Go all the way up it. Turquoise ring. It's got this stained purple in the points. The points have turquoise with the dot in it. It's tough to see. This is my kitchen light. But look at this thing. If you like turquoise, this is a great piece. It's 2800. Comes with a 11/8 black shaft. Version 4. Now, if you don't want this black shaft, I can get you another one, or if you don't want the shaft at all, obviously we can make an adjustment for that. But check this out. This is awesome. Hit me up. Send me a message if you're interested. This is going in the case, and I don't think it's going to be in the case very long. I'm going to tell you that. Really cool colors in this burl, and that's really nice. It's a natural knot in the wood. Hit me up. It's TvMike. Thanks. Alright guys, here's another one that's right up my wheelhouse. I seen this one at the shop a couple months ago, and I was like, I need to get this one. It's a really interesting blue. Look at that. It's like blue. It's called a snakeskin. See, it's impregnated burl, snakeskin. It's got a black shaft with it, 12.3 version 4.0. It's 2200. I mean, it's really nice. It's got points, snakeskin. This was not a customized commission blank. But and it's also got these, that's not turquoise, but they're blue. I mean, it's kind of turquoise, but it's not turquoise, the stone that we use in cues. But you got some interesting wood patterns. You gotta look real close, but you can see rings in the wood. That's probably cocoa, but it's real nice. I know somebody's gonna want it real quick. And obviously these are all one of ones, and when they're gone, they're gone. See, 3 of 24 just came out. Just came out. Hit me up, guys. And if you like this one, but you don't like it enough to buy it, message me. I'll show you a lot more cues that you probably will like. Here, look at this one. I mean, this is gorgeous too. Really? It's great colors. I'm taking these pictures in my kitchen under my
on my stove oven because it has good light. I mean, this is all black through here, but this is just crazy. I mean, it's beautiful. I do not know. I remember seeing the blank. I do not know the process of that. I kind of have an idea, but even at that, it's like, I don't know how somebody would have the patience to do that. Yep. Alright, here we go with the other one. I'm just rotating this for you. I mean, just like any of our cues, they look better in person in light. I mean, you can see little sparkles and stuff in here. Actually, I mean, that's just, it's like a painting. I love it. You'll never see anything like that. I mean, maybe he'll make some more blanks that are like kind of this style, but he's like, I want to try something new. I was like, okay. Alright, so I'm taking pictures on my stove where my light is. So it's pretty good light. I believe this is Buckeye Burl. There's even a ring like that. Little blue ring. That's awesome. I think this is the right one. This is impregnated burl. We got work on the butt cap. I mean, that's a really nice wood. This one's a bit more than those other ones. There's more work in it. It's orange hybrid. I mean, all the woods are highly figured. And you got wood in the inlays and the points. So this says impregnated burl cocobolo. I could actually ask the guy exactly what wood this is, but that's that one. So this looks a little more yellow because the light is yellow. These are more like a dark, well, there's two colors in these rings. They're a bit lighter. They're not as yellow, but anyways. I mean, this is a really nice piece of burl. You got some other rings up here in segments. Those are olive wood rings, actually. This is impregnated burl cocobolo. This is cocobolo, obviously. The brown wood. Yep. So this light makes it look a little bright orange. It's not so much orange. I can take it out of this light and you'll see the difference. See? It changes. This is more like the real light because this is sunlight coming in the bathroom, but yeah, this is like completely unique. Nobody even knows how this was made, actually. Thanks.
All right, everyone, we're outside in the natural sunlight, taking a look at this cue that somebody wants to get some better pictures of. Obviously, I don't need to say anything. This thing is pretty incredibly unique. $2,700 out the door. And this will not last long, I promise you that. Alright, here's another one. This would be like the sister to that cue, pretty much. I mean, this is incredible. Hybrid blank. Either one of this or the purple one would look great with a black shaft. This is pink, red, white, sparkles, bloody jasper, and the red rings and the diamonds. So yeah, just like the other cue, this one's $2,700 out the door. Hit me up if you want it. Obviously, when somebody gets it, it's gone. It's that simple. Alright, here's another one that somebody wanted to take a look at. This is a really nice spalted maple. It's got like textures in it, obviously. But this is the story. Turquoise rings offset this amazing epoxy hybrid artistic combination. I mean, it's one of a kind, insane. More spalted maple. And this is in direct sunlight, so this looks really accurate with the colors. $2,200 out the door. It's 18.9 ounces. Wowza.
Impregnated Buckeye Burl, Bocote, and olive wood. So this is kind of in the similar family as the other one. The blanks were made at the same time, I know, because I was there. That's olive wood. This is Bocote. Nice balance of color and wood. More so wood than anything, but really nice figure there. Let's get it. Alright, here we go. This is a teal dyed maple burl with obviously a epoxy resin hybrid combination. I mean, you're not going to see anything like this. It's got a nice wrap on it up into a full segment. With little dashes of color. Here we have another hybrid piece. Impregnated Buckeye Burl, Bird's Eye Maple up here. And then you have Purple Heart, which is a nice addition. And then you also have Bloody Jasper. So there is a lot of resin in this piece. A very plum type color. And also those little purple rings. Nice addition. Of course, as always, this is a 1 of 1. So if you like it, you better hit me up. Thank you. Here is the other unique piece that was in this style. I think this was the first one that the builder experimented on with this process. So we have a full section on the butt, a couple colored rings here, a textured wrap, and then we have the whole forearm casted in the resin. And this is the only one of this style I got that's of this resin. People will talk about this cue, I'll tell you that. I don't know what it is, but I've had so many people ask me about this cue, but nobody's pulled the trigger yet. Somebody pulled the trigger, and nobody else is going to be able to ask about it. So that's how that works. It's a 1 of 1, get it, and then it's gone. Alright, here's one that really stands out that was not made with my materials. Unless maybe some of it was, but maybe that's why I picked it out. But I really like this cue. I mean, this is a real special one. You've got multiple segments of casted resin in the burl dyed. You've got rings. You've got this whole crazy centerpiece here with all this wood figuring. Impregnated burl, ebony, and spalted maple. So the spalted maple is like in there, here, and in the diamond. And then you got these fine points that are actually really sharp. And this one comes with a black 4. And this one's $3,000 with a sticker on it. Probably gonna offer this in a raffle at state tournament coming up. But I mean, you can see all the work in this cue. I love this cue actually. Alright guys, you know the deal. It's a 1 of 1. If you really like it and you want it, put it in your case, give me a call. Thanks. If you're looking at getting into some of the newer styled cues but want to save some money, this was made last year. And I will honor this price because everything was cheaper last year actually. So you got impregnated burl, a nice piece of blue resin, kind of runs all the way up. These segments into a solid forearm, but it does have some character in it in these little spots. This one's $1,500. Alright, here's a great piece to get into at an affordable price. In the same family as some of the newer other pieces that come out, but this is one of the ones that survived from last batch I made, and this actually has the rare and very expensive Honduran rosewood, like that other cue with the full blue hybrid casting. But this was made last year. See, 23. I have no idea why it's still around, but you can steal it. This one's $1,500. This is another one from last year. This was kind of a misfit actually, because it was like laying around in the shop and they didn't finish it for a while, and then eventually I just ended up getting it with another order, and I was like, oh, okay. So obviously it's a stabilized casted burl hybrid. It's got a segment in it, ebony. It's got these pink rings with blue rings. It's from 23. So yeah, it's a great piece of burl. I mean, it's really, really unique. There you go. This is a more traditional looking cue, even though it's not exactly traditional because it's got inverted designs throughout, and the wood is inverted, but it's not a casted or resin style blank. 3 or 4 different kind of woods are in this. I don't have any clue why it's still around, to be honest with you. $1,700. It's got roasted maple, which is keel wood, zirconia, and Hollywood. I've had a lot of people look at this cue, but nobody just grabbed it. Somebody almost grabbed it in a raffle, but they didn't. So I still have it. Hit me up if you want to pick it up. Here's another one that's using actual keel wood in a really dark cocobolo. So obviously this is cocobolo and this is keel wood, as it's called roasted maple. Keel wood is actually just heat treated maple. It's what they make keel wood shafts out of. There's another cue that was designed pretty much from this same template using different woods. Keel wood. And Booker's got that one. But this one is $1,300. You're a bit out of a budget, you can get something really nice for a more affordable price. Alright, here's another nice piece that's been around for a little while. It's $1,500. Zirconia, Bacardi, Bloody Jasper, which is this red stone, and gold webbing. So you got this whole design thing here on the butt, textured wrap, another ring, and then you have more Bloody Jasper in the points. And there's 2 different kind of woods in the points, and then you have all the way at the top arrow points with Bloody Jasper in it. So yeah, you can get a good deal on this one too. $1,500. Oh boy, I seen this one at the shop when I was there a few months ago, and it wasn't done yet, and I said, hey, this is gonna look really cool when I get it. Oh my God, look at this thing. This is more than I even expected, really. I seen it when it was, the core was being worked on. This is super, super awesome. Lots of turquoise. You can see this has got a dot in the middle. Go all the way up it. Turquoise ring. It's got this stained purple in the points. The points have turquoise with the dot in it. It's tough to see. This is my kitchen light. But look at this thing. If you like turquoise, this is a great piece. It's 2800. Comes with a 11/8 black shaft. Version 4. Now if you don't want this black shaft, I can get you another one, or if you don't want the shaft at all, obviously we can make an adjustment for that. But check this out. This is awesome. Hit me up. Send me a message if you're interested. This is going in the case, and I don't think it's going to be in the case very long. I'm going to tell you that. Really cool colors in this burl, and that's really nice. It's a natural knot in the wood. Hit me up. It's TvMike. Thanks. Alright guys, here's another one that's right up my wheelhouse. I seen this one at the shop a couple months ago, and I was like, I need to get this one. It's a really interesting blue. Look at that. It's like blue. It's called a snake skin. See, it's impregnated burl, snake skin. It's got a black shaft with it. 12.3 version 4.0. It's 2200. I mean, it's really nice. It's got points, snake skin. This was not a customized commission blank, but it's also got these. It's not turquoise, but they're blue. I mean, it's kind of turquoise, but it's not turquoise. The stone that we use in cues, but you got some interesting wood patterns. You got to look real close, but you can see rings in the wood. That's probably cocoa, but it's real nice. I know somebody's gonna want it real quick, and obviously these are all one of ones, and when they're gone, they're gone. See, 3 of 24 just came out. Just came out. Hit me up, guys. And if you like this one, but you don't like it enough to buy it, message me. I'll show you a lot more cues that you probably will like. Here, look at this one. I mean, this is gorgeous too. Really? It's great colors. I'm taking these pictures in my kitchen under on my stove oven because it has good light. I mean, this is all black through here, but this is just crazy. I mean, it's beautiful. I do not know. I remember seeing the blank. I do not know the process of that. I kind of have an idea, but even at that, it's like, I don't know how somebody would have the patience to do that. Yep. Alright, here we go with the other one. I'm just rotating this for you. I mean, just like any of our cues, they look better in person in light. I mean, you can see little sparkles and stuff in here. Actually, I mean, that's just, it's like a painting. I love it. You'll never see anything like that. I mean, maybe he'll make some more blanks that are like kind of this style, but he's like, I want to try something new. I was like, okay. Alright, so I'm taking pictures on my stove where my light is. So it's pretty good light. I believe this is Buckeye Burl. There's even a ring like that. Little blue ring. That's awesome. I think this is the right one. This is impregnated burl. We got work on the butt cap. I mean, that's a really nice wood. This one's a bit more than those other ones. There's more work in it. It's orange hybrid. I mean, all the woods are highly figured. And you got wood in the inlays and the points. So this says impregnated burl cocobolo. I could actually ask the guy exactly what wood this is, but that's that one. So this looks a little more yellow because the light is yellow. These are more like a dark well, there's two colors in these rings. They're a bit lighter. They're not as yellow, but anyways. I mean, this is a really nice piece of burl. You got some other rings up here in segments. Those are olive wood rings, actually. This is impregnated burl cocobolo. This is cocobolo, obviously. The brown wood. Yep. So this light makes it look a little bright orange. It's not so much orange. I can take it out of this light and you'll see the difference. See? It changes. This is more like the real light because this is sunlight coming in the bathroom, but yeah, this is like completely unique. Nobody even knows how this was made, actually. Thanks. Alright, everyone, we're outside in the natural sunlight. Taking a look at this cue that somebody wants to get some better pictures of. Obviously, I don't need to say anything. This thing is pretty incredibly unique. $2,700 out the door. And this will not last long, I promise you that. Alright, here's another one. This would be like the sister to that cube, pretty much. I mean, this is incredible. Hybrid blank. either one of this or the purple one would look great with a black shaft. This is pink, red, white, sparkles, bloody jasper, and the red rings and the diamonds. So yeah, just like the other cue, this one's $2,700 out the door. Hit me up if you want it. Obviously, when somebody gets it, it's gone. It's that simple. All right, here's another one that somebody wanted to take a look at. This is a really nice spalted maple. It's got like textures in it, obviously. But this is the story. Turquoise rings offset this amazing epoxy hybrid artistic combination. I mean, it's one of a kind, insane. More spalted maple. And this is in direct sunlight, so this looks really accurate with the colors. $2,200 out the door. It's 18.9 ounces. Wowza. Impregnated Buckeye Burl, Bacote, and olive wood. So this is kind of in the similar family as the other one. The blanks were made at the same time, I know, because I was there. That's olive wood. This is Bacote. Nice balance of color and wood. More so wood than anything, but really nice figure there. Let's get it. Alright, here we go. This is a teal dyed maple burl with obviously a epoxy resin hybrid combination. I mean, you're not going to see anything like this. It's got a nice wrap on it. I can do a full segment